Hey there, and welcome to Living Lizzie, a very McGuire podcast. My name is Jake Thomas, aka Matt McGuire. And yeah, it's just me for this one. A while back, I think I described a video to you all that I had found. My dad was going through and digitizing a lot of stuff, a lot of home movies from VHS. And I described a video to you, which was a behind the scenes look on the set of Lizzie. I found this video again recently. I was like, you know what? I think people would like to see this. And I also think promised at one point that I was going to share this video. And here we are. I'm fulfilling this promise. We're going to watch this behind the scenes videos of, actually, it's one of the first days of Lizzie. It's like a really early episode. In fact, let's see. I'm going to bring this over right here, and we can start looking at this together. All right, without further ado, let's dig into this early episode of Lizzie McGuire. All right, so right off the bat, what are we looking at here? This is some shaky found footage type. Right now, we are inside of the parking lot where the entire cast would park. We were right next to the soundstage. We had to go across the street once we were on the stage. But yeah, we had this tiny little parking lot that had actually these things right here in front of our parking spaces, which told everybody who parks where. And this was, here we go, 6:56 a.m. on November 6th. 2000. I'm riding in on a scooter, which I usually was always doing. That scooter actually was given to me by Steven Spielberg from when I was shooting AI with him a few months prior to this. So yeah, we're outside of Renmar Studios in Hollywood, which is now known as Red Studios today, as in Red Camera. And I think as I cross the street here, you'll probably recognize this gate. Yeah, that gate right there. If you remember, I mean, we squeezed in a lot of practical uses of the surrounding area outside of the stage a lot during filming. But if you recognize that gate in particular, that is the gate that we entered to sneak on set for Aaron Carter's music video.
This is the entrance, not very fancy.
Yeah, they had pretty lax security, or they just really knew who I was at this point, because nobody checked.
And this is the set.
My dad, he made a habit of trying to record me on set a decent amount to send back to relatives. There's Jimmy, that's our second AD. Second AD, second assistant director, is basically their job to wrangle the cast to and fro set. But if we pause right here, all right, if we look at this courtyard, this should look very familiar to you, because like I said, we utilize the outside of our soundstage as much as possible. So in that far end right there, you will see that's Lizzie's like school lunch lawn courtyard area, and that's also like in the last season where they were putting the handprints and everything. That's just the in-between area of our stages, and lined along the sides are our dressing rooms. So the far right one right there, that is it's actually Hillary's dressing room, and then next to that was Hallie, who played the mom, and then on the left side, I think Adam is there, and then Bobby, who played the dad, he's there. And then in season 2, I got to also be in that little stretch. They upgraded me on season 2, which was so nice of them. I had a slightly larger dressing room. Yeah, this is the in-between of the stages. Also, interesting to note is the sound stage on the far right there, because our stage was on the far left. On the right side, that's where they actually filmed State of Grace, which was a show that was, I think it was on ABC Family. So State of Grace, they filmed it on that soundstage, produced by the same executive producer, but that was with Mae Whitman and Aaliyah Shawkat. Does anyone remember that show? It was a great show. It was a very heartfelt show.
Of course, Jake's riding and I'm carrying everything.
All right, now we are entering in where the dressing rooms are. And this was my dressing room for the first season.
Oh, I got the stage
The
door.
big elephant door was open.
This is Jake's dressing room.
I don't know what that photo is from. I think that's maybe from, I think it's from AI. I think it's a photo from AI, but I don't know why we have that printed out. It's weird. And there's me. It's a very young me.
A little dark in here. Turn some light on.
You know, it wasn't a big dressing room. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was home.
We tried to decorate.
And I think I hear a Furby. I had a collection of Furbies at age 10, and I think I left a couple Furbies in my dressing room. Just always have a Furby on hand is basically the big takeaway.
Decorate his room a little bit.
There's a poster for The Cell, which was that was my first big movie that I'd ever been in. I'd filmed that a little bit before Lizzie and before AI, the Spielberg movie. That was also a crazy movie that I really never saw the full movie until I was much older.
This is his bathroom.
So pause it right there. My dad still has this habit today. I think it's a great habit, but he always prints out calendars and just would write everything in. So of course we had a calendar accessible always on set at our dressing room.
Try to make it look nice. Shower and everything.
Had a shower, which was nice because you know what? A lot of other people on the cast had very messy moments in the show. Bobby, especially, that played Dad. Bobby, I think, got messy just as much as Ashley, who played Kate Sanders, or Saunders. And those showers were very handy. All right, we're on set. And
What's left of the old cave.
That's the cave.
Make them like they used to anymore.
If you remember the episode where just Matt has a cave, that was a plot line. He just has a cave, a man cave, a boy cave. He has a cave. He dug a hole, and then Dad finds out, and then they dig an even bigger cave. This is the cave. As we walk on the set, see what we're looking at here. All right, we've got a bunch of wood, just wood panels. It doesn't look like very much. Oh, there's my chair.
That's where you sit, huh? What's it say on the back of it?
Oh yeah, the original title, or one of the original titles. What's Lizzie thinking? They didn't want to pay to print up the new chairs, so.
Family and
What are we walking into?
that's the bell.
That's the bell. That's how they know they're rolling.
Morning.
What are we walking into?
Is this your house, Jake?
It's the Lizzie household. The McGuire household.
You know where? Just off a cliff. So you need to know where. So
Steps that go nowhere.
Yeah, the upstairs stairs go nowhere.
About this high. I mean, it's like a freaking iron tank.
Morning.
Come at it, come on.
No photo drinks on set, please.
Yeah.
Morning. We're doing a tape for grandmother.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
There's the director this week, Anson Williams.
The Jakester.
So that's Anson Williams, who I think I talk about this later, but Anson Williams directed a handful of episodes. Anson was an actor a long time ago, and then he transitioned into directing, and he actually directed a lot of our episodes.
This is the dining room. Here's the kitchen.
Kitchen.
You get in, and they basically are just blocking everything. They're figuring out what the shots are going to be for what they're doing up first, how it's going to be all laid out, and then the crew will light everything, set up cameras. So right now, it's like they're just kind of figuring out, how is this scene going to play out? What's it going to look like?
Let's look in. Okay, you don't want to smell that, so.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, the fridge always smells, because if you leave a fridge unplugged, it doesn't smell
Got a
good.
toilet, and I know there's fresheners in there because it smells so bad. There's toilet fresheners.
There's the backyard.
What's going on here? We're making up?
All right, now we're walking out.
What TV show was Anson Williams on? Huh?
What?
What TV show was Anson Williams on?
I don't know. I don't even know who that guy is.
So if you didn't hear me, my dad is asking, what TV show was Anson in? And I'm like, who? Oh, I don't even know who that guy is. That's it's Anson Williams. He was in Happy Days.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
TV show that you like watch all the time?
Oh,
Saturday?
yeah. I really like the show. It's Happy Days. It's a show I love so much.
All right, okay. All right, so I'm in wardrobe now,
Hair and makeup.
and we're headed to hair and makeup. So, oh, right there on the far right. Okay, that room with the window right there, that would be my dressing room, season 2. All right, so you can kind of see that's the entrance that we came in before when we got to set. So there's a little door right here, and that takes you up to it's part of the soundstage, but there's hair, makeup, and wardrobe upstairs attached to the stage. The scooter comes with me everywhere, as well as the Furby, evidently.
He's like a baby. He says more things.
See, Jimmy's everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
All right, you can see some of the wardrobe on the left.
Tell you time to abuse everybody.
And here we are. We're in hair and makeup. So it looks like Hallie's getting her makeup done. Hillary's getting her hair done. Now is the most time-consuming part for me at hair and makeup is doing my hair, because they had a whole tub of hair gel that was just for me. And the process was you put the gel in the hair and you do the hair dryer, and that's the secret to the spikes. All right, so I'm done in hair and makeup. I've gone through the works, as they say. And then there's Polly, our first AD, first assistant director. Basically the one running kind of everything along for the day.
And it's Cave
Again.
from last week's episode.
Whatever the case.
Always some kind of prop here or something. And this is school.
Ah, all right. So this little hallway led to where school was. All right. As a kid on set, you have to actually go to school, and you have to have a set number of hours depending on how old you are. You have to get that per day, and you have to do it in at least 30-minute blocks. You can't just do like 5 minutes in, go film, 5 minutes in, go film. You have to have a set amount of school per day. And so usually in the in-between time of, after I'm through the works and in wardrobe, going to school for at least 30 minutes. Maybe if I'm not up first thing, maybe an hour or two. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to school. And I think that's Lelane's room on the left. I can't remember. I think that was Lelane's room. Okay. Jail. I don't know who wrote this. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably Lelane that wrote this. Jail. Leaving is not an option. Just like the Undertaker who said, "I'll be the last one to let you down." I don't know what that means.
It's a little trickier grilled barbecue chicken, but they have crab cake burgers. That is hot.
Sounds like the teacher's reading the lunch menu.
This is where Jake does all his real hard work. Yeah.
Now you're
This is David, the teacher.
Yes, your physics test will come in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time, do not get it mixed up.
All right, we're midday. It's probably close to lunch at this point. Okay, we're going to craft services. All right, so there's always craft service on set. Depending on how good the set is, craft service may be just a couple items from Trader Joe's, or it could be an entire trailer spread, tons of stuff. We actually had pretty good craft service. We had like a kitchen that was dedicated on set. So I'm reenacting a skit from Saturday Night Live, which at this age I loved watching Saturday Night Live with my parents. Which at 10, maybe I probably shouldn't have been watching a lot of Saturday Night Live. This is what we would be doing most of the time if we weren't in school and we weren't filming. We were just playing outside the in-between area. We'd either be playing football, we'd be, just throwing a ball. Adam would be doing hacky sack, or we'd be playing video games. And sadly, that's where the video ends. I don't know why my dad didn't film more, but that's what I've got of the sneak peek from set. But I have one more video that I thought was kind of interesting. All right, do y'all remember the episode of Lizzie McGuire where Matt and Lizzie do a Freaky Friday just cuz?
I'll stay out of your life!
And they swap bodies? Okay, so that one was actually a little bit tricky because, Hillary had to act like me, acting as Matt, and then I had to act like Hillary, acting as Lizzie. So the way we did that is a week prior to filming that episode, both Hillary and I separately recorded the lines that they would say. Okay, so Hillary recorded her lines that I would be, hold on. All right, so I recorded my lines. I recorded Hillary's lines of her being Matt inside of Lizzie's body, doing the delivery that she would do as Lizzie, as though, that's wrong too. Hold on. Okay, so basically we had to act like each other, acting like our characters. And to facilitate that, we basically just recorded tapes reading the lines that the other person would be recording, so that we could match each other's inflection of how we would be doing those lines if we actually had swapped bodies. So we just went through and read these scripts separately, and they recorded it, and they gave us the tapes to each other so we could study and deliver it the way that our characters would deliver it. So while I don't have, for whatever reason, I don't have my tape, I guess it makes sense why I don't have my tape. I have Hillary's tape of her reading the lines that I would later be reading.
But before that, we were fighting, and we told each other we wanted to stay out of each other's lives. Okay, let's begin and see if we switch back on my count, okay? 1, 2.
And this was done in just one of the extra, like, dressing rooms that we had upstairs. Like, you know that big courtyard area? The upstairs, there's stairs off to the right. It goes up to more dressing rooms. Those were used for, like, guest cast and stuff. But there was just an empty room up there, and then that's where we went and recorded this.
Matt, this is serious. And when is the last time you brushed your teeth? Ew!
Matt, this is serious. And when was the last time that you brushed your teeth?
There's just one thing. Talk to me.
Don't ruin my life.
Ruin my life. Me?
I wasn't wearing that this morning.
I wasn't wearing that this morning. Totally brilliant.
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
But how can I be in trouble? I've been sitting here the whole time.
But how can I be in trouble? I've been sitting here the entire time.
I just got detention. People like me don't get detention. I didn't even put the bubbles in the water fountain, okay? I was sitting here the whole time. So unfair.
I just got detention. People like me don't do well in detention. I didn't even put the bubbles in the fountain. This is so unfair.
Oh, I'm not getting into trouble. I follow the rules. And I do my homework. I'm never even late for class. I am the good kid.
Okay, this is...
I follow the rules. I never get into trouble. I do my homework and I'm never late for class. I am a good kid. I'll tell you what's going on.
I'll tell you what's going on.
I'm Lizzie. I have no idea.
No idea.
1 minute Matt and I were fighting, and the next
I tripped on something and I hit my
I was
head.
out.
And when I woke up, I was back.
I missed my life, my friends, my shoes. Do you see what I see?
Do you see what I see?
It's basically just 6 minutes of this footage of just only reading the lines. Kind of interesting to see. I totally forgot that we had done this, but it was super helpful, and it allowed us to, I think, do a pretty convincing job of swapping bodies for the episode. I definitely want to go back and rewatch that episode because I think it's just a funny concept that we swapped bodies and that never happened again. That was just like a throw out where it was like, yeah, let's just have them swap bodies. I feel like that's something that you would want to talk about, like in the movie, anything like that. Hey, you remember that one time we swapped bodies? No? Okay. All right. Well, no big deal. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Is the podcast back? What? Huh? Who? What? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. This has been a special little treat episode, but maybe we'll come back. I don't know. I gotta talk to the beta. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.